Okay, today we are combining sweet and sour to create the most velvety soft cranberry bread. It's packed with cranberry and orange flavor and topped with a sweet orange glaze. It is so good. So to start off, you just want to preheat your oven to 160°C or 320°F with the fan turned on, also known as convection mode, and grease the bottom and sides of an 8x5 by 4.5 inch loaf tin. And today I'm just using my homemade cake release to grease my tins, and then I'm also going to line the long edge with a sheet of baking or parchment paper, and this will just make it so much easier to take the cranberry bread out once it's done. Now you just want to set that aside, and next we're going to sift together our dry ingredients. So I've got 180 grams or 1.5 cups of plain all-purpose flour, 30 grams or a quarter cup of cornstarch, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And then using a whisk, just mix that all together until it's well combined. Okay, now you just want to set your dry ingredients aside for now, and next in a large bowl combine 113 grams or half a cup of room temperature unsalted butter, 55 grams or a quarter cup of unflavoured vegetable oil, I use canola oil, 150 grams or 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar, and 2 teaspoons of orange zest. Now when zesting your orange, just remember to only grate the very top layer of the orange, as the deeper into the orange you go, the more bitter the outer layer will become. And then using a hand or stand mixer on a medium-high speed, cream that together for 2 minutes until it's light and creamy. Next, you want to add in 2 large room temperature eggs one at a time on a low speed, mixing well in between each addition, so about 10 to 15 seconds in between each egg. Okay, now once that's done, you want to add in 60 grams or a quarter cup of room temperature milk, 75 grams or a 1/3 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or essence. And then again, you just want to mix that in until it's well combined. Now you just want to get all of that batter off of the attachments because the rest of the mixing is going to be done by hand. So next you want to add in the pre-mixed dry ingredients from earlier and gently fold that in with a spatula until it's just combined. You don't want to overmix the batter, so only mix until you can't see any more streaks of flour and the batter is the same consistency throughout. And then to finish off, add a tablespoon of flour to 135 grams or 1.25 cups of fresh or frozen cranberries. Today I'm using frozen cranberries, and if you are going to use frozen cranberries too, then just make sure that you don't let them thaw out, and then you just want to mix that so that the cranberries are coated in the flour. And this is just going to help prevent the cranberries from sinking to the bottom of the loaf when baking. And then you just want to add the cranberries to the batter, getting rid of any excess flour, and then gently folding them in until they're just combined. Okay, so that is our batter all done. It smells so good. And now you just want to evenly distribute it into our pre-prepared cake tin. Once that's done, level out the top and drop the loaf tin lightly on the counter twice to remove any large air bubbles. And now this is going to go into the oven for 60 to 65 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean or with a few moist crumbs on it. So my cranberry bread is out of the oven now. It smells so incredibly good. I've just let it cool in the cake tin for about 20 minutes just to allow it to firm up a little before lifting it out of the cake tin by holding onto the parchment paper on the sides and then placing it onto a wire rack to completely cool. So once the cranberry bread is cool, we're gonna go ahead and make a super easy orange glaze to go on the top, and that's just going to help cut through some of the sourness of the cranberries. So all you have to do is to a bowl combine 125 grams or 1 cup of powdered sugar, also known as icing sugar or confectioner's sugar, and 21 grams or 1.5 tablespoons of freshly squeezed orange juice. And then you just want to mix that together until it's well combined. You should end up with a nice thick glaze. Now once that's done, if the glaze is just a little too thin, then you can just add a bit more powdered sugar, or if it's on the other hand too thick, then you can just add in a bit more orange juice. And then you just want to carefully transfer your cranberry bread to a serving plate and then spread the glaze over the top. Now an optional last step is to decorate the top with more orange zest, so I use about a tablespoon. Okay, and that is it. My cranberry bread is all done. This cranberry bread is honestly bursting with cranberry and orange flavor, and the orange glaze really just helps to cut through the sourness of the cranberry, so you end up with a not too sour or not too sweet cranberry bread. It is so incredibly soft and is honestly just packed with flavor. That was so good. I literally finished my whole slice. So that is it for today, guys. If you do decide to give this cranberry bread a go, then please do leave a review on my blog. It really helps my content out and I absolutely love hearing from you guys. I'll see you in the next video.